assisted by Ben Musa, and Tom scores with a header. 2-1 here.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Las Palmas, where in today's episode we have got two games to start off our third season here in the final corner of Europe, where we're trying to win the Europa League. We'll be back into the Europa League in tomorrow's episode, but today we're going to start our domestic campaign, have a bit of a preview going into this season. Whether it's 2 or 1 game, we'll have to see. But at a minimum, we'll be playing against Celta Vigo at the Estadio de Gran Canaria in the first game of today, and then potentially away to Real Sociedad, which will be a very, very good game. So, in today's episode, as I say, we're going to take a look at our season and season preview. First of all, we should probably look at the pre-season. We went to a camp in Switzerland for our pre-season. We played against Servette and got a nice 2-0 win there. We played against Wolfsburg away from home, which was a very, very good game. We had a 3-3 draw there. And then we played a Gran Canaria team, a team just on the island, like a little domestic game. 15-0 win. Cause why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we score 15 goals? I didn't expect that at all, really. I don't manage these friendlies anymore. I give it to the assistant manager, Pablo. You'll be familiar with Pablo by now. Was with us he was with us at Shakhtar, and now he's the assistant manager here. He takes over them. But yeah, we just picked a team to play from a kind of a local team. We played against this, I don't know, were they a semi-professional team? They're an amateur team, and we hammered them 15-0. Why wouldn't we? I think that might be the joint biggest Corners of Europe win, alongside when we beat it might even be the biggest when we beat the under-19s at Shakhtar 15-1 or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, we've made some transfers, not many, but we have made two quite like big ones. And so there's some players who have left us as well. We can go and take a look at who has left us. We will start with Alonso. He has gone and left. He's gone to Boa Vista. Good deal move for him there. He was with us for a few years, but never really was the option at right wing that we went for. So a nice move in the end for him. Perez has left us in the midfield. He did find his feet at the end of last year, but at the start of the first season is when he really had his minutes. But since then has not really had much, and he's gone to familiar cow, as you can see there, in the Portuguese league, where Alonso has also gone. So a good move for him in the end. And finally, Aaron has left us. He definitely has left us. His loan ended, and he's gone back to Real Madrid, which hopefully he gets a few more minutes there, but we won't be signing him permanently. One more player has left us, Marcelo Gonzalez. Never really broke into the first team. He has really good qualities, but he just wasn't. He just couldn't. I don't know how it didn't work out really. We didn't give him loads of minutes. We gave him a lot at the start, but I guess it just never really worked out for him. He goes to Aston Villa, where we get £8 million for him, a good deal in the end. Now, in terms of the players we brought in, the first player we have brought in, an absolutely incredible player for a fee of 23.5 million, so he didn't come cheap. But we got in there very quickly. He came third place in the next gen, I think, if we're going to take a look, which I think we've signed the third place in the next gen for quite a few years. It wasn't this one, it was the one before? No, he didn't even come third. I think he might have come top 10 in the end. I think that's what it was. We've signed a next gen winner before in Rust 6 years ago now, which is crazy. But I don't know, I feel like there's some others that we've been familiar with, who have been here. We were trying to sign this guy Marcelo, but he's gone over to Liverpool now, as you can see there. But we were going to go for him instead of Tom, but we opted against it. But yeah, we've signed an incredible player in Imad Ben Musa. He comes in right winger. Look at his qualities. A market value of 100 million. 19 years of age. He's already got 21 caps for Morocco with 12 goals. He comes in from Royal Antwerp. 41 games played there, 15 goals from the wing. An absolutely incredible player that we've brought in, and I think he's going to shine. He's already scored. He's already got 12 goals and assists in his 3 starts in the friendlies. I think we've got ourselves a very, very good player. And the final player we've brought in, a goalkeeper, Boris Vlaški. He's a Bulgarian international. I think it's because I put the Bulgarian league in because I want to see what's going on. Yeah, Vlaški comes in. He's played already a few games for the national teams. He comes in from Kongsvinger, which is nice. Before he was with Nispar, as you can see there. But yeah, Kongsvinger, where he's come from, played a number of years there. Very good goalkeeper. He's a little bit on the smaller side, but some real good qualities, lots of potential. And the reason I have brought him in, you might be wondering, is because Barrenuevo is on his last year of his contract now at this point. He does want to re-sign, but by then he'll be like, he's about to turn 32 years old, still a good goalkeeper, but he's got pretty much the same qualities as the new signing that we've made, and I think it's time to potentially move him on and think ahead for the future. Will he be that goalkeeper that will win the Europa League? Potentially not. So that's why we've gone and decided that we could get a lot of money for him. Whether we do or not, we'll have to see. He is wanted at the moment by Rio Ave, as you can see there. But yeah, I think it is time for him to move on now. By the time he re-signs, he'll be approaching, 33 years of age. So it just makes sense to go and move him on at this point. So it's been quite a quiet window. Few players have left, few players have come in. We still have quite a long time. If you take a look here, 27 days, and also the finances doing really, really well, really healthy. We're looking still bringing a few more players. I want to bring in another midfielder to give us some competition. These were the 3 midfielders that we had last year in Regal, Iram, and Arroyo. But I think we need more competition, particularly for someone like Iram, who, for the amount of starts that he had, didn't get crazy numbers, 10 goals and assists in 35 league games. I think Regal is good. He's still got so much potential to develop on, and also Arroyo is just a really consistent, good player for us in the middle. So definitely another midfielder. And then, apart from that, I'm not too sure. Maybe another defender, potentially. Maybe some competition for Armic now that Gonzalez has left, and some more squad depth. But we'll have to balance and manage the finances well if we're going to do that. I think we made some good signings there. Now it's time to get underway. The first game of the season against Celta Vigo. So the team for this game against Celta Vigo starts with Vlaški in goal. We've got a backline of Katrankov, Alvarez, Moral, and Diaz. Regal, Iram, and Royo in the middle. We've got Armic on the left, Ben Musa on the right, and Tom up top. Kick off here in this game against Celta Vigo. What a signing we've made in Ben Musa. I mean, the interest from so many big clubs was crazy, and I think it's the fact that we went early. We've done it before. We did it with Zeldenrust when we signed him. We signed him in like April or May even, which is something that doesn't really happen, but I guess we've been doing it. He was wanted by so many clubs, but I think when you show that you wanted him, we guarantee those lots of minutes, which we obviously will get because he's a massive player and he's got so much potential at 19 years of age. If you show that to a player that the club wants you, then they'll want to come, and I think that's what we've done. There's probably no guarantee of big minutes. If he, like, one team who wanted him, for example, was Real Sociedad, maybe there was no guarantee of minutes there, so it just makes sense to do that and come here. Tom with an effort, he blasts that over, so hopefully we can see some big involvement from him. A really technical, just gifted winger really, and he's obviously had a very, very good pre-season. He scored 6 against the Gran Canaria team that we played, so hopefully we can get something similar out of him here. Armic goes flying in, wins the ball back, it falls to Tom here. Tom, where will he go? He finds Regal, I think, with the ball. It falls to Royo, and Royo, can he find Ben Musa in behind? It's Diaz is in behind instead, and he has the shot, but he puts it the wrong side of the post. It was a lovely run. He just sits inside of Ben Musa, and Diaz was there to go and put that effort, but look, nothing came from it in the end. They're going to be a crazy attacking duo down that side, Diaz and Ben Musa. We've told him to sit a little bit. He's playing as an inverted forward. That's what it's called. I'm not too familiar with them. I don't tend to play them, but it's his natural role, and he's a really good like striker as well, a good finisher of the ball. So I think it makes sense to go and give him that role where he's inclined to shoot a little bit more. But then you've got Diaz, who gives him some attacking options. Ben Musa is cutting in, and he finds Armic at the back post, and it falls to Arroyo with the rebound. Our first goal of the season. Everyone's involved, and so was the new signing Ben Musa. Whether it stands or not, we'll have to see. The decision is going to be goal. Why is it disallowed? I don't get why it's disallowed. Roy was onside, very onside. I don't know what the decision is against him. It falls to Armic here. Is it what's the decision? I don't know what the decision is there. Is it that the fact that I don't know who it was? Was it in the middle? Tom, was he block interfering with play? I don't know, but we're on the attack here once again. Started well, even if we're a goal down. Trankov down this left side, advancing with the ball. Can he look to square it? We've got two Bulgarians in the squad now, as I said, because there's Royo, he puts it over. We've got Bulgarians now because I turned the league on because I really wanted to see what was going on. As a supporter of the kind of the division, and yeah, they just spawned in some really good players, which is interesting to see because the national team is not the best, but they've spawned in some good players, and a lot of them play in LaLiga as well. We've brought two. Real Sociedad have like 2 or 3. Morale here with an effort. There it is. We've tied up this game. Our first goal of the season, and hopefully of many. It's Morale with the one. He's the one to get it here in this game and make it 1-1 here. And now it's time for the attacking boys to go on and put up a bit of a better display. Get a few more goals in this game. We've been the much better team by the looks of it, but that early goal did kind of affect it a little bit. As 55 minutes goes here, we really want to see some more involvement from the likes of Ben Musa, of Tom here in this game. Can they get a winning goal and wrap up an opening day? 3 points here in this game. Vigo coming on the attack. It falls to Ben Musa now. He's got space to run into ahead of him. Really fast player, and you can see here, look how he's accelerating down this right side. He's going to take it all the way. He's taking the number 10 into Tom. What a ball that is, and what a goal it is by Tom, assisted by Ben Musa, and Tom scores with a header. 2-1 here in this game. It's a fantastic goal. Just look at how Ben Musa cuts in. They're going to become cult heroes, aren't they? He just takes it all the way down here, cuts in, plays it into the middle, and Tom is there to make it 2-1. Now Tom he's taken the number 9 shirt, and we've given the number 10 to Ben Musa, because Tom got the number 10 like late on, because Arana was the one who had number 9 last year, but then he left, so we couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't give him number 9 because Arana left after Tom joined. So he took the number 10, which was available, and then we've given him 9 now, and 10 became available because when the numbers were done before Ben Musa joined, and he took number 10. But here's our number 9 for 3-1, and he does score. Tom with his second goal of the game. We are running away here with the 3 points. What a performance it's been on the opening day. What an attacking display. Ben Musa with an assist, Tom with 2 goals. And overall, it has been a very good performance on the opening day here. We're going to look to make a few changes. Crespin on, then we bring on Arias in the middle, and then I want to bring on Alex into the middle into that centre back. We probably need another centre back because Bergstaller and Alex are not going to be very good options to continue going forward. Need to improve the depth a little bit more. Potentially bring some of the youngsters up. We have got some very good youngsters from like the last 2 generations, but they're like 15 and 16, so they've got a few more years before they develop. But they could be real wonder kids by the time we realistically we win the Europa League. We're playing very good at the moment, but whether or not we win it is a different case. But realistically, in 3 years' time, we'll be on to our 6th season. They will be more developed, and we will be at a point where we're probably good enough to win the Europa League. So it could happen this year, but from what we've seen in the last few clubs we've been to, it makes sense to kind of assume that. So we'll have to see, and then they could break into that team and become the next wonder kids, the next Quartazar, for example. There's just loads of big players. Quartazar is the one that comes to mind straight away though, but there's definitely been a few players who have come through this academy, and they could be the next ones. Ben Musa cuts in, what an effort it is, but it just goes over the bar in the end. You already see what he's going to do. He's just going to cut in and let that shot go as much as he can, but the full time whistle is going to go here. What an opening day performance, but now it's over to the Basque. And finally, the team for this game against Real Sociedad starts with Barnuevo in goal, because Vlaški has picked up an injury for a few weeks. We've got Katrankov, Alvarez, Moral and Diaz, Regal, Ayram and Arroyo in the middle, Armich on the left, Ben Musa on the right, and Tom up top. Kick off here in this game against Real Sociedad. We take a trip to the Basque. Never a dull day here when we come and visit the club which started this channel. I mean, we've played them so many times now since we've left. It's crazy. Is that Orotia playing for... No way, is it? Is it actually him? Let's take a look. It is... No, it isn't. Is it him? I don't know if he's related. I don't think so. Unless the other Orotia who used to play for us is from the Basque, and they are related, because obviously it stretches across geographically, not politically, across France and Spain. So it kind of depends on where you're from. Like Laporte, for example, if you know Aymeric Laporte, he is from the Basque, I'm fairly certain, but that's why he switched from France to Spain. I have a feeling that's why. I'm not too sure, but that would be crazy. But yeah, we've scored. We played. I've not scored. We played against them so many times now that it feels like, you know, it's normal. But yeah, this channel was started by Real Sociedad, and now they've become an elite team, an absolutely elite team, and it's nice to see that that's the case. But hopefully we can get a result from here. They've already had some early chances, an early goal for them, and they're coming on the attack once again. Regal gets that out though. It falls to Ayram, and you know, Real Sociedad regrouping very fast, but we've managed to keep possession. Ben Musa, can he go and beat his man down this line? He's taken them. He's trying to take them all on, but he's not able to get anywhere in the end. And now Real Sociedad wing back possession of this ball. Would be nice to come and get a point here. Real Sociedad did drop points in their opening game of the season, so hopefully we can go and do the same thing here, make them drop some points and come away with 4 points from 6. They were runners up in the last season. I think it was separated by literally 1 point. You will remember that final game of the or the penultimate game of the season they had. If we go and take a look at the table, last year it was 2 points was the difference. It was goal difference. So did Real Sociedad lose their last game of the season? They drew against Atletico Madrid. That is some very, very bad games, I must say, to end on. Sevilla, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, a combination we have faced before, and they dropped out. And then Real Madrid also played against... Who did they play against? They must have got some wins or something. Yeah, a 7-2, a 5-0 and a 2-1, but Barcelona were the ones who got the result in the end. The job is actually open at Real Madrid. That could be interesting, but I don't think we'll be going there whilst we're still here with Las Palmas. Can we get a result here in this game? Let's go and have a look. Regal into Ayram, trying to play a ball down the line, but it's poor in the end. We lose out possession into the middle. The ball goes 2-0 down here inside 7 minutes, and we have to look to our attack now to see if they can get something from this first half. We have managed to get through the 2 games today, actually. We will be able to, which is really, really good, along with that preview as well. It's never... When we have quite big transfer windows, and I remember we used to have like 7 or 8 signings at one point with Shakhtar, but no, it's not been the case for a while now where we've had that. So we kind of have quicker previews. I remember, I think the year we won the Champions League, or it might have been the first final we had, we spent like 15 minutes on a preview. I don't know, but we don't have that here. Arroyo down this left side, he plays in. Katrankov, can he look to drill a ball in? Regal with the shot, so close to getting into that top corner, but it doesn't go in the end. I'm going to take a look. There's one of the Bulgarians for Real Sociedad, Rumen Petrov, a very, very good player. You can see his market value. He's one of the best players in the whole world. He's come from the Levski Academy, very, very good academy, and they definitely have one more potentially on the bench. We're 3-0 down here in this game the goal's going to stand as well. 3-0 inside 13 minutes. That's not good at all. If this game becomes a bit of an embarrassment, then I think we might have to call it early, which is not something that we've done before. But we've just been absolutely undone here in the first 15 minutes. I don't know how. I think we've not got up to speed in the game at all. We're already up to a 20-minute episode, and I'm sure you want to see a few more minutes of us getting hammered. We'll have to see the response that we put in. The shot goes in. It's 4-0. It's 4-0 inside 18 minutes. This is, I think it's just one of those days. We don't have them very often, but they're becoming a bit more of a frequent thing. I mean, we lost 6-1 to Valencia at the end of last year. We're 4-0 down here against Real Sociedad. This is very, very poor from us in this game. And if we could hold out to half time, I mean, if we come away with 4-2, then that would be a bit more, a bit of a better result. But 4-0 inside 19 minutes is not a result that we want at all. Can we go and hold out before half time, so then we can go and give them a bit of a dressing down, a few words, and then maybe come away with a few goals. If we go 5 down here, well, it's cleared in the end by someone. It goes back in though. Tom is the one who's had to do some defending. We're just heading it around into no man's land. It's been, I've got no idea. It's a square ball. It's defended in the end by Katrankov, and now Real Sociedad will have a chance to do something from this corner here. What has gone on? What has gone on? I don't even know. It's just happened so fast that we've not been able to even process it. Okay, if we were 2-0 down by this point, or 3-0 down, at least we would have had a bit more time to process what's gone wrong. But the goals have just keep coming in. They might still keep coming. Luckily, Diaz gets that clear in the end to stop an embarrassment before. I mean, it already is a bit of an embarrassment. Doesn't do bits for our goal difference as well. We obviously got 2 from the last game, but 4-0 down. I've just said that that's one of the worst halves of football I've ever seen. And it probably is. I've got no idea what's gone on here. We've not even had time to get up to speed with what's gone on. 6-1 in the last episode. I mean, we stopped at 5-1 last time. I remember we called it early, but we might have to call it even earlier, maybe even a bigger scoreline. 5-1. 5-1 where we called it last time. It ended up 6-1. We're 4-0 down here inside 20 minutes, but luckily we've not conceded in 30 minutes, but we might be on for conceding here. The shot goes in. He's offside. He is offside, I'm fairly certain, but if not, if this stands, I think we call it there. I don't know what's gone on, but we might as well just save your time and go on to the next day, whether or not this goal stands. It has been disallowed. There's still hope. There's still hope for us here in this game, but it's been a pretty woeful performance. Not one of the performances that we have too often. That's a good thing that we can say, that we've never had a point with any of our teams where we've had such an embarrassment like this. And Real Sociedad are a very good team, but we've been able to hold our own. We've never actually lost to Real Sociedad, I'm fairly certain. So to go 4-0 down inside 20 minutes, not the optimal result. It's not the result that you want really, but I guess we have to go and firm it. Iram is on the ball. Can he go and create a goal? 4-1 would be a better result, because at least when people look at the scoreline, they don't look at the goals scored and who scored them. At least when they just look at the scoreline, they know that it wasn't a crazy embarrassment, because 4-0 is worse than 4-1. So hopefully we can get a few goals in this game. We're putting up a bit of a press. It's Tom, who is it? It's Arroyo actually, with the long hair, number 11. He's had a number change as well, so we have to get used to that. Iram into Arroyo. Can he find someone in behind? He's taking his time with this ball. It falls to Diaz. Diaz has got space to run into, and Petrov gets that clear though. It falls to Armic here. What will he do with the ball now? Can he go and play one in behind? Just really negative. I don't know why. Not playing well with the ball at all, but can we go and create something? Regal in behind into Arroyo. Can he have the shot? And we do get one back. There's an arm up from the referee. I don't know what for, but we'll have to take a look. The Real Sociedad players appealing for something. Whether or not this goal stand, it does stand. It's not the most it won't be the biggest embarrassment that it could be. Arroyo gets a goal back for us here. It's just been one of those days. Tomorrow we go back into the Europa League. We'll have to see the fixtures we get, and the aim once again is to get that top 8. definitely to get that top eight. There's some good teams in there. Chelsea, Newcastle are in there. Man United won it as expected. We said that we thought they would do it, and they did manage to go and complete that job in the end. So that was that. At least they're not in the competition this year, and we won't have to play them. But still, very very good teams. A very competitive season. It'll be interesting to see how we're going to face up in that league phase. 80 minutes gone here in this game. 4-1 down. It's not been our best performance, but we've not conceded in an hour. So I guess that's something we can say we're the last team to score. We've not conceded in an hour. Could this day get any better? I mean, I don't know. There's all the fans who've travelled, by the way. I must say, I think this is the longest away day that these fans have to make. The only one that could match it is Athletic Bilbao, because they're literally right next to each other. I think Deportivo Alaves, we don't see them anymore, which is, oh yeah, they've just got promoted, I'm fairly certain. Back up there, as you can see, there's a new team here, Numantia, who've got up, and the only other team is, I think Osasuna are in that region as well. I'm not too sure, but yeah, these are this is the longest away day, so not the best result to come away with. Can we get a goal and not make it as much of an embarrassment? Crespin with a shot. It's a lovely finish in the end, and at least it's 4-2. Not our best day out, but we got 2 goals back in the end. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.